Hello everyone, welcome to iFashi. In today's tutorial, we'll be teaching us how to cut and sew this beautiful and easy flay skirt. You can cut it in a 360 form or 180 form to get the desired volume of flay you want. It's a full length skirt and here is the one we made in this tutorial, guys, and it can be made long or short. So if this is something you're interested in, let's get right into it. Now, to make this skirt, you are going to be needing a silk fabric or crepe fabric. This fabric here is 3 yards and 60 inches in length. And you also need your zipper. Those are the two things. Also, we will not be drafting on a pattern paper because of the length of the skirt. So I'll be teaching us how to fold this fabric to get your desired flay. Now you're first of all going to fold it downwards on the yardage part of the fabric. Now if you are working with 3 yards or 4 yards, you're going to fold your fabric downwards, and then you will now have the folded part at the upper part, as you can see on your screen. Then you pick it up and fold it sideways so that this opened part will come and meet the folded part of your fabric. Now this is what I have on the table. You're just going to be folding your fabric twice to get the 180 folding. Now you first of all bring your fabric facing downwards. After facing your fabric down, you have the folded part on top, right? Then you pick up the other side that is opened, fold it sideways to meet up with the folded part, and then you have an A-shaped fabric like this. For those that would prefer a pattern paper drafting so that they'll understand this folding better, I'm going to be introducing a little piece of pattern paper to analyze and take us through for proper understanding on what we just did here. Now, like I said before, for the pattern paper illustration, this is the paper I'll be using. Then the way we are going to place your fabric on your table is the same way I'm placing my pattern paper on the table. So the yardage part will be the part that is facing you, which is the part on my side, while the part on the upper part is the length part. So this fabric came in 60 inches length, and then I have 3 yards. So I'll fold it downwards, facing down like this. Then I have the folded part on top like this, as you can see. Now I'll pick it from the side, from that yardage part, and fold it towards the folded part, as you see me doing on your screen. It's as simple as this. Now you have 4 folded pieces altogether. Now this top part, which is the pointed part, will serve as our waist point. So you're going to take your waist measurement divided by 4 plus your zipper allowance on that top part, and then mark what you have there. Then from that waist part, take your full length down, the length of your skirt from the beginning of your waist down, or wherever you want the skirt to stop. Take it there, and then you cut out curved like this. Now you also cut off the waist, then you have your 180-degree flay skirt. So when you open up a fabric, this is how it's going to be, and this opened part will serve as our zipper allowance. Now this is the 180. If you want to have a fuller flay, you're going to cut 2 of these, and one will serve as front, the other one will serve as back, which means the joining will now be on the sides. So with this tutorial, you just learned how to cut a 180-degree flay skirt and a 360-degree flay skirt. So now everything we just did on this pattern paper, we're going to be repeating it on this fabric. So like I said before, on the top of your fabric that will serve as your waistline, you're going to take your waist measurement. My waist is 30 inches divided by 4 will give you 7.5. So I need to take 8.5 because of the zipper allowance that will be adding. So watch closely and see how I curved my tape on that waistline to get my 8.5. After marking out that 8.5, we'll now go to the down part and take the full length of our skirt. Now this depends on the length you want to do. I'll be using 42 inches for the full length of my skirt, but I'll cut 43 because I need 1 inch for either folding of the hem or the weaving of the hem. So just like we did on our pattern paper, you're going to place your tape on that waist part and take it down to your desired length. Now that I've marked 43 inches from my waist downwards to my full length, I'm just going to go ahead now and cut off the excess I have on the down part. After cutting that out, I'll also go back to the waistline and cut off that waist point that we marked earlier. Now this is what we have after cutting. Ensure to secure your fabric down with a pin because working with silk can be very tricky. So now on this opened part of the waist, this is where we'll be fixing our zipper. The next thing I'm going to cut out now is our waistband. This is if you wish to use a waistband. If you do not want to use a waistband, you can just pipe out this waistline. So I need a waistband, so I'm measuring what I have on my waist. It's on fold. I have 18 inches. I'm going to go ahead and cut out 18 inches times 2 on my fabric that I will use as my waistband. Now after cutting out the length, you're also going to determine the width of your waistband. This is how wide you want it to be. If you cut out 2 inches wide, after joining it to your skirt, you're going to end up having 1.5. So if you want to have 2 inches at the end of the day, just go ahead and cut 2.5. Then after cutting, you're just going to also iron your stay to your waistband fabric. Now after ironing, the next thing we'll do is to work on the waist part to cinch or tighten the waist part. I always do this on my pants tutorials. This helps your waistband sit on your waist perfectly. So on the upper part of your waistband, not the down part that you're attaching to the skirt, you're going to come in with 0.5 inches and cut it off slightly towards the down part that you're attaching to your skirt. Do not touch that down part you're attaching to your skirt. Just come in with 0.5 inch on the upper part of the waistband and then slightly cut it off. So what I'm going to do now is to take my fabric to the sewing machine and stitch it up until the waist part where I'll be adding the zipper. So I'm going to measure 9 inches from my waist. 9 inches, this includes the waistband. So I'll mark out that 9 inches point and chalk it so that I would remember that that's the point that I will stop when I'm stitching, and I'll be right back to show you guys. Now this is what we have. I've stitched down the opened side of the skirt. I stitched it up until that zipper allowance. The zipper allowance is still open. The next thing I'm going to do now is to attach my waistband before the zipper. Now for you to attach this waistband, you're first of all going to iron in the hem of the waistband. As you can see on your screen, I've ironed in about 0.5 inches on the hem of this waistband. This is because we want our waist to come out very neat. We're not going to be doing any weaving on this waistline. So I'm going to pin down this waistband, right sides of the waistband facing the right side of the skirt. Don't forget that. I'll pin it all around. I'll take it to the sewing machine and stitch it, and I'll be right back to show you guys. We're stitching only one side for now. We will be top stitching the second side of the band after we've fixed the zipper. Now this is what we have after stitching one side of the band to our skirt. This is the wrong side of the skirt. When you're stitching this band, make sure the right side of the waistband is facing the right side of the skirt. The next thing we're going to do now is to fix our zipper. So you're going to place your zipper on the zipper allowance and pin it all the way up to the waistband. So arrange your zipper and make sure the head of the zipper stops at your waistband, the middle part. Remember, we ironed out our waistband, so that part that is ironed on the waist is where your zipper is going to stop. Do not let it extend up to the other side of the band that we'll be using to turn the zip. So watch closely and see how I'm pinning it. When you get to this waistband part, if your zip is longer, cut it off, but arrange your zip to make sure that that pin that holds that stops the zip, you do not cut it off. Make sure that pin aligns with the end of your waistband. Then when it gets to that point, pin it down and fold your waistband downwards, because we're going to be using this side, the second side of the waistband, to turn this zipper. So watch closely and see how I'm doing, bring down your waistband from that midpoint to cover your zip, then hold it down with a pin, because we're going to stitch it like this before we turn it over to the right side. Repeat the same thing on the other side as well. I'll pin both sides down, and then I'll take it to the sewing machine and stitch down. Then I'll be right back to show you guys what we have. Now this is our skirt after fixing the zipper. We're just going to go ahead now and turn it out to the right side. So as you see on your screen, when you close down your zip, when it gets to this waistband, you're going to bring out the right side of the zipper and then finish the zipping. But first of all, before we turn to the right side, we're going to top stitch this second side of the waistband. Remember the other side of the waistband, you're going to pin it down like this. Make sure it covers the rough edges you have on that waistline and secure it with a pin. But when you're top stitching on the sewing machine, you're top stitching on the right side of your skirt, because if you top stitch on the wrong side, you have a stitch on the outside that might not align with what you have on the inside. So after pinning, make your top stitch on the right side of your skirt. And then our skirt is ready, guys. This is what we have. Our waistband has been attached and is looking so neat on both the outside and on the inside. And then the zipper is fixed. The only remaining part now is this down part, so it's totally optional if you want to fold it in with your machine or you want to give it a neat weave. And after weaving, our skirt is ready, guys. This is what we just made. See how beautiful it came out. It is very, very simple and straightforward. You can style it different ways. So guys, remember to subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we drop a new tutorial. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in our next tutorial.